How do you think it went, the campaign kickoff?
I think it went really well. I am so glad to have so many of my supporters here at the courthouse, and I'm just glad they came out to show their support, and I felt really good, really good.
You were hugging a lot of people and getting a little emotional there.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, and from talking to people, it seemed almost kind of like a family reunion in some ways.
It is, actually. You have to remember, coming from a small community, these are people that have known me my whole life, and they have supported me in every endeavor, whether it was through the National Guard or through local government. And they're wonderful people. I feel a deep connection with all of them.
You took a lot of time to make this decision, and
Yes.
obviously you did a lot of preparation work. What eventually was the tipping point to make you decide, I want to do this?
Well, many steps in going through this. First was making sure that this was an avenue or pathway that my family could go on together, and it was very important that I have the support of my daughter and my husband, and then my other family members too, because it does take a family to make this work, and having that support. And then also the community. Is this something that the community in my district would support, and the rest of Iowa too? What feedback am I getting from Iowa? But then also a lot of prayer and introspection, and that's where my pastor has come into play, the discussions with him, and encouragement from him also. But lots of encouragement, and I just, through a lot of prayer, I feel called to do this. I feel called to be a candidate. And I think it took a lot of that to get where I am today. But having my family support has been first and foremost.
There are at least 4 announced candidates. There's another who has an exploratory committee, and there's at least 2 others who are seriously considering it.
Right.
How does Joni Ernst separate herself from this muddled field?
Well, first of all, I think all of our candidates out there, my opponents in the primary, are wonderful men. They are great candidates. And we've talked this before. I think having some candidates out there really spurs some discussion amongst Republicans and energizes our Republican base. But separating myself from the rest of the field, I have the military experience. Not only am I a veteran, but I am also a combat veteran in one of our recent wars.
Mm-hmm.
Having that experience automatically sets me apart from anybody else in the field. The fact that I am a current elected official who has been able to show where I stand on the life issue, I believe in life at conception, and on the marriage issue. I believe in traditional marriage. Having those come out on the floor of the Senate or in the bills that I've sponsored, it shows my commitment to those conservative values. And then I am a lifetime member of the NRA. I have an A rating from the NRA. I don't see any other candidates with that. I do carry concealed. I do. I have a permit and I carry concealed. So I think there are a number of things that will separate me from the rest of the pack. And one is, I am an average Iowan who has had the opportunity to do extraordinary things.
No one in this race who's entered or talking about is really well known statewide, and
Right,
you're going to have
exactly.
the same issue. So yeah, I know you're starting a statewide tour here, but how do you raise your name ID? Is it just doing the grassroots and groundwork and getting out and meeting people?
I think grassroots is extremely important, and that's what we're doing today. This is a first step. We're doing a 6-city tour of Iowa. We're getting out, we're meeting Iowa voters, not just in the western side of the state, not just in my hometown, but we are going to go hit some of those areas, get my name out there, and then really start that grassroots network. We have a number of people that have contacted us from all parts of the state, and that's the first steps, really getting my name out there. Yes, we all are in that same boat, but I think by the end of the year, people are going to know who Joni Ernst is and what I stand